Welcome back, everybody, to the deep dive. We love to do these deep dives into the latest business and tech news and give you the need-to-know takeaways.
Absolutely, and today's no different. There's certainly no shortage of exciting developments to discuss.
Yeah, there really isn't. Let's just jump right into it. We've got some pretty wild market trends we're watching.
Okay, I'm ready. Hit me with them. What's catching your eye?
Well, one sector that's really standing out is the UVC LED market. I mean, we're talking a potential jump from 381.2 million in 2022 to 8.1 billion by 2032. Those are some serious numbers.
You're right about that. Serious growth, it really highlights, I think, this growing focus on hygiene and sanitation. We saw that really come to the forefront during the pandemic, but it seems like it's sticking around.
Yeah, and it makes sense. I mean, nobody wants to go back to the way things go before. We've seen how important effective disinfection is.
And it's not just about reacting to crises anymore. It's about building a future where these solutions are integrated into our everyday lives.
I like that. It's about being proactive, right?
Exactly. And this growth we're seeing, it's not just limited to UVC LEDs. Take press fit connectors, for example. They're kind of a small component, but essential in all sorts of industries, from automotive to telecommunications.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. As those industries continue to advance, those connectors become more important.
Right. And the numbers reflect that. The market's projected to reach 4.8 billion by 2032. Then you've got video walls. They're changing the way we communicate visually.
It's definitely more immersive experience, more
Well,
engaging.
exactly. And the market's expected to hit 17.5 billion by 2032. We're talking retail spaces, control rooms, anywhere you need to really capture attention.
Wow, and that makes me think of all the advancements happening with high-performance computing chipsets, too.
Oh, absolutely. Those are the brains behind so much of this innovation. AI, scientific research, you name it. As demand for processing power grows, this market is expected to reach almost $30 billion by 2032.
29.4 billion to be exact.
You got it. And with all this tech advancement comes a greater need for security. That's where the iris scanner market comes in, projected to reach $8 billion by 2032. Biometric security has become more and more crucial.
Yeah, I can see that. It's not just about high-security facilities anymore, right?
Right. We're talking about accessing our devices, making payments. It's about protecting our digital lives.
It's like all these different trends are connected pieces of the same puzzle.
They are, and one piece that's really impossible to ignore these days is AI. Artificial intelligence, it's everywhere you look.
It really is, and the applications are so diverse. I was reading about a company called Nextmetis. They're using AI to totally transform healthcare in Indonesia.
Yeah, that's a fantastic example of how AI can be used for good. Indonesia's healthcare system faces a lot of challenges. Manual processes, fragmented data. Nextmetis is using AI to make things more efficient and ultimately provide better care to patients.
That's incredible. They're using technology to solve real-world problems.
Exactly. And on the business side, you have companies like Luminance using AI to revolutionize contract management.
And they just got a massive $75 million investment. Shows how much faith people have in this technology.
Rightfully so. Luminance's platform is a game changer. It analyzes contracts, identifies risks, and streamlines the entire contract lifecycle.
Saves time, money, and minimizes risk. Sounds like a win-win.
It is, and it's not just limited to law firms either. Businesses of all kinds are adopting AI to become more efficient and make better decisions.
And then there's the entertainment world. We're seeing AI being used to dub content into different languages.
It's pretty amazing, right? It could really open up a whole new world of content to a global audience.
No more awkward dubbing or constantly reading subtitles. I'm here for it.
It does raise some interesting questions, though, about the future of creative industries, the role of human talent in a world where AI can do so much.
That's a really good point. We have to consider those implications. But speaking of AI doing more and more, we can't forget about Elon Musk.
Oh, of course not. He's always up to something interesting.
Right. He just launched Grok 3. His new AI chatbot claims it's going to be even better than ChatGPT. More advanced, more capable.
Well, he would say that, right? But it's definitely heating up the competition in the AI chatbot space. He's even saying Grok 3 has a sense of humor.
A chatbot with a sense of humor. I don't know how to feel about that.
I think it's a little unnerving, but then again, it's also kind of fascinating. It makes you wonder just how far AI can go.
Definitely a lot to think about. Okay, so we've got AI making waves in healthcare, revolutionizing business, and even trying to make us laugh.
It's a lot to process.
It is. But we're not done yet. We also have some big funding news that I think gives us a clue about where innovation is headed.
Okay, I'm all ears.
So we already mentioned Luminance and their $75 million funding round. But what's even more interesting is that Slaughter & May, one of the biggest law firms in the world, actually reinvested in the company.
Wow, okay, that says a lot. Slaughter and May aren't exactly known for embracing new technology, especially something as disruptive as AI.
It's like they're saying AI is the future and we're not going to get left behind.
Exactly. And then there's TRON DAO. They just launched their TRON Builders League with a $10 million budget.
What exactly is a Builders League?
It's basically an incubator program to support blockchain developers. They're going to be offering funding, mentorship resources to really foster innovation within the Tron ecosystem.
So they're nurturing talent, pushing the boundaries of what's possible with blockchain.
That's a great way to put it. It shows how much interest there is in decentralized finance and the potential of blockchain to disrupt traditional systems.
Okay, so we've got investments pouring into AI, blockchain is gaining momentum, and all these market trends are pointing towards a future that's very tech-heavy.
That's one way to put it. It's a lot to wrap your head around for sure. But that's kind of the name of the game in tech, isn't it? Always something new on the horizon.
You said it. And it's not always the flashy stuff that makes the biggest impact. I was looking at the global crowd management systems market. Not exactly the most glamorous thing, but it's expected to surpass $3.45 billion by 2029.
That's actually a really interesting point. It speaks to this need for safety and security in a world that's getting more and more crowded. Urbanization, large-scale events, it's all contributing to this demand for effective crowd management.
It's not just about controlling crowds at a concert or a festival. It's about ensuring safety on a larger scale.
Right, and the technology involved is becoming incredibly sophisticated. We're talking real-time monitoring, predictive analytics, even automated access control.
It's like we're managing people the same way we manage data in a network.
That's a really good analogy. And speaking of data, have you seen the projections for the corporate e-learning market?
I saw that it's supposed to reach something like $124.5 billion by 2032. It's mind-blowing.
It is, and it just shows you how businesses are really starting to invest in their employees' development. E-learning is just so flexible and cost-effective.
And it's perfect for today's workforce, especially with so many people working remotely.
Exactly. You can provide training to anyone, anywhere. It's really changing the way we learn. It's becoming more about continuous development rather than just one-off training sessions.
Lifelong learning, right?
Exactly. We all need to be adaptable in this fast-paced world. And while we're talking about adapting to change, let's touch on the expense management software market.
Okay. Admittedly, that one doesn't sound quite as exciting as, say, AI or blockchain.
I know it doesn't have the same buzz, but trust me, it's important. Businesses need efficient expense management. It's all about maintaining financial control and maximizing profits.
Okay, I see your point. In a globalized business world, managing expenses effectively is crucial.
And the technology is getting more and more sophisticated. Automated expense tracking, real-time reporting, seamless integration with other business systems. It's all about streamlining operations.
So businesses can focus on the bigger picture.
Precisely. Now for something a little more fun, have you heard about the LED wristbands and lanyards market?
I did see something about that. I'm curious, though, where's the growth potential there? Are we all going to be wearing light-up bracelets soon?
Well, maybe not all of us, but the applications are actually pretty diverse. Concerts, festivals, conferences, even safety and security.
Okay, I can see that. It's a simple idea, but with a lot of potential.
Exactly. And it just goes to show how technology can be used in so many different ways. To enhance experiences, to solve problems. It's all about creativity.
We've definitely seen a lot of that today, haven't we? From managing crowds, to automating expenses, to lighting up events with LED wristbands. Technology's everywhere.
It really is. It's changing the way we live and work in ways we probably don't even realize.
It can feel a bit overwhelming at times, can it? Just trying to keep up with it all.
It definitely can, but it's also incredibly exciting. We're living in a time of such rapid innovation, and the possibilities seem endless.
Speaking of exciting innovations, let's talk about grid trading bots.
Ah, yes, the rise of the bots. They've become really popular in the cryptocurrency world, especially with all the volatility we've seen.
So they take the emotion out of trading, right?
In a way, yes. They automate the process of buying and selling based on predefined parameters, so they're constantly looking for opportunities to profit from price fluctuations.
Sounds risky.
It can be. Like any form of automated trading, you need to understand how it works and the risks involved.
And speaking of cryptocurrency, what about all these altcoin development companies that are popping up? What's that all about?
It's a really interesting development. Basically, these companies help people create their own cryptocurrencies or tokens.
So you don't have to rely on Bitcoin or Ethereum anymore. You can just create your own.
That's the idea. It's all part of this move towards decentralized finance or DeFi. It's about giving people more control over their finances.
It's like a whole new world of financial possibilities. But speaking of new worlds, let's circle back to Elon Musk and his AI chatbot, Grok 3. I'm still stuck on this whole sense of humor thing.
I know, it's a strange concept, isn't it? A chatbot that tries to be funny. I guess he's trying to make it seem more human, more relatable.
It makes you wonder, though, just how far AI can go. Can it really understand humor? Can it replicate something as complex as human emotion?
Those are some pretty deep philosophical questions, and I don't think we have the answers yet, but it's definitely something to think about. It's all part of this bigger conversation about the nature of consciousness and the role of technology in our lives.
Wow, we have covered a lot of ground today, haven't we? From market trends to AI advancements to the rise of blockchain. It's been a whirlwind tour of the tech world.
Yeah, it's been a lot to process, even for someone like me who lives and breathes this stuff. But I think it's important to step back for a minute and think about the bigger picture. What does all of this mean for us as a society? What kind of future are we creating?
You're right. It's easy to get caught up in the individual developments and lose sight of the forest for the trees.
I think one key takeaway is that the pace of technological change is accelerating faster than ever before. We're living in a time of unprecedented innovation, and it's impacting every aspect of our lives.
And it's not just about the technology itself, it's about the fundamental shifts it's causing in how we work, how we learn, how we communicate, how we interact with the world around us.
Exactly. Take artificial intelligence, for example. It's not just about machines becoming smarter, it's about redefining what it means to be human.
That's a really profound thought. We're already seeing AI being used to improve healthcare, revolutionize business processes, even create art and music. It's pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible.
And then there's blockchain. It's completely disrupting traditional financial systems and empowering individuals in ways we never imagined.
It feels like we're on the cusp of a whole new economic paradigm, one that's decentralized, transparent, and accessible to everyone.
And all of these advancements are interconnected. They're feeding off each other, accelerating the pace of change, creating a future that's both exhilarating and a little bit daunting.
It's definitely a lot to take in. But one thing is clear, we can't just sit back and watch this all happen. We need to be active participants in shaping this future.
Absolutely. Technology is a tool, and it's up to us to decide how to use it. We need to be asking critical questions, considering the ethical implications, and making sure that technology is serving humanity's best interests.
It's about being intentional, right? Making conscious choices about the kind of future we want to create.
That's a great way to put it. We have a responsibility to ensure that technology is used to build a more equitable and sustainable world for everyone.
Well said. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with a challenge.
I like that, a call to action.
Exactly. Don't just be a consumer of technology. Be an active participant in shaping its future. Stay informed, ask questions, experiment, explore.
The future is being written right now, and we all have a role to play.
That's a powerful message. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the world of tech and innovation. Until next time, stay curious.